Shalom, shalom. Baruch my mishpacha. Baruch unto you and those who serve the Most High, Yahuah. I have just a quick message that I wanted to share. The Father gave me revelation of the vision He had given me. I shared a little tiny bit of detail about my dream I had the other day, but the Father confirmed it was Him who gave me a vision, and it was not just for me, it was for all of those who serve Him. And so I just wanted to share His interpretation that He gave to me and for the believers. It's not for the non-believers, it's not for the naysayers, it's for those who serve the Most High, Yahuah. If you remember the vision that I shared, it was about a baby being given to me, baby me, seeing myself as a toddler, a little 1-year-old, and she had all the intelligence and all of the knowledge that I have now at this age that I am now, but none of the memories of my life. And what he revealed to me was that he was giving me a second chance to serve him the way that he desires to be served. And why I am bringing this to your attention is because what he shared with me today on my way home from work was that he's given his people, he's given his children a chance, a second chance to do what they're supposed to do. And we'll be just like little babies that, can be taught the right way and taught his will with all of the current knowledge that we have now, plus the knowledge that he plans on giving us. It's detrimental that you get that, because he also revealed to me about the strange fire. I had read that years ago, and shout out to the sister who brought that to my attention on a different post. It had nothing to do with my dream, but and someone else, a brother, posted about it. So 2 witnesses posted about the same thing that the Father revealed to me, the strange fire. And we will be given a Sabbath lesson this coming up Sabbath about the strange fire. And what I mean by that is there were 2 priests. They were Aaron's sons, and they offered to Yahuah an offering of incense, and they were consumed by fire by Yahuah. They were killed. And under speculation, some people, don't know completely what that was, and I can understand why, because the scripture, it's in Leviticus chapter 10, probably verses 1 through 3. It is a little vague, but if you read above and below, you can find out. And you could go to Leviticus chapter 6 and Numbers. It kind of shows you why you have to do things a certain way. The Father specifically said you have to do things that he desires. You have to worship him in a certain way. And when they came to him, even though they may have good intentions, they offered the incense, the Father is an eternal fire. He's a constant presence, and the fire is represented by his presence. The fire is represented for us to remember him. And if you recall, if you go back to Leviticus chapter 6, you'll see probably verse 9, verse 12, maybe verse 13 as well. The continual fire, the fire on the altar was supposed to be continuous. It was supposed to constantly be lit. But it's a reminder of Yahuwah's presence. And that strange fire was a fire offered by the 2 sons of Aaron that was not of Yahuwah. They did not go about it in the right way. They didn't come to him appropriately. And that's what we're doing as believers. And I think that because he's given us this time frame to get it right, you have to evaluate your life or you will be cut off. And it's a warning before that happens. Our worship currently is strange fire. Our current worship is strange fire to him, and you'll be cut off. And what I mean by that is it is an offering of our worship that's not what he asked of us. So it's not going to be accepted. It's just not. It's not going to be accepted. And people think, oh, he's quote unquote, he's God and he's all loving and he knows my heart. And they use all kind of excuses to celebrate Christmas, to celebrate all these pagan holidays. It's for the family. It's for the kids. It doesn't matter when his birthday is. Let me tell you, go back to Leviticus chapter 10, verse 1 through 3, and reread that story of Aaron's sons. And you'll see that it does matter how you come to the Father. You guys are offering, and including me. He brought this to my attention because, and not about Christmas, I stopped that years ago, but just the way we worship. The way we worship can't be just what our heart think it is. He tells us specifically in his word how he wants to be worshiped. So learn him. Learn what he wants, because he's not playing. He will cut you off. And he said he's going to cut you off. And he uses example in his word that you're going to be cut off. And I just want to warn you ahead of time that he's given us a second chance to be as babies. And he's going to lead us if we humble ourselves down to that position in his life, in our lives, that as a baby, as an innocent child, like, teach me, lead me. I give myself to you. So that's just a message that I want to share with you guys, that, believers have been offering strange fire, which is unacceptable worship, and that has to change. And these pagan holidays, that's one of these unacceptable worship that you guys praises that you guys are offering, and he's not going to accept it. And you don't have to take my word for it. Just read. That's just one example that I have given, that he's going to cut you off, and you need to stop it. And you've been warned. I just want to let you know I love you. And I'm only telling you this because I love you. And he's only doing that because he loves you. So get this message. Let it resonate. Do your research. Serve the Most High how he wants. Much love.